What's up, next generation entrepreneurs, NGEs? Welcome back to Beginner Biz Jitsu. So today we're talking about our grading system. Just like in Jiu-Jitsu, you can start at a white belt, move up to a black belt. We have a little series of colored keys here. Take you on your journey from that gold key all the way through to that black key. And they correlate to these stages. So architect, test pilot, professional, engineer, offsite manager, investor. We're trying to progress your business through each of those stages, understanding that each of those stages has different attributes that you're trying to build and should be most focused on. As an architect, what you're looking to do is develop a good, sound business model. Understanding what's my service, what's my price point, who's my target market, how am I going to go about delivering that service, what kind of cash flow models, what's my pricing, etc., etc. We're trying to figure it out. We're designing the business and we're working towards having a strong business plan. Not a 60-page document filled with numbers and things like that, like a traditional accountant type business plan, but rather a roadmap or a design, like an architect would produce for a building. It's like, here's what it should look like, and here's some critical numbers that you put with that, but also here's what it should feel like. So we design that, we get a business plan, proof that we've done it well, we got cash flow. So that's our big test, cash flow. Can we get that business to cash flow? Boom, we're off and running. Now, you've gone from being an architect to being in the red, a test pilot. Hopefully not in the red financially, but you get your red key. As a test pilot, your focus is sales. You're trying to move from, okay, now I've kind of figured out what works. I'm making a little bit of money. Good. Okay, this kind of is viable. How do we bump that revenue? Let's increase the revenue. So the focus is sales. What we're trying to achieve is increase revenue. And the big test case is when you reach full-time employment, when that business can support you full-time. Now, for some people, that might be $250,000 a year. For others, it might be $2 a year. Who knows? Like, it's really up to you and your personal circumstances. But if you can quit your job, go full-time in your business, boom, you've graduated out of that test pilot phase, and now you're going professional. You're a professional, you wear a blue key, you're starting to feel like a business owner. Right, now as a professional, the focus of your business and your activity, the main task ahead of you is to optimize. So optimize, systemize, automate, get that thing humming, fine tune the vehicle that you've built. You've created this revenue engine, a business vehicle to take you to the land of your dreams. Optimize it, get it finely tuned so it starts running like you tune up a car. It's what you're building are all your systems. Some of them will be automated, some of them are manual, but the test case is at the end of it, you can have a manual, just like a car would have a owner's manual. It says, here's everything that goes on, here's all the parts of the vehicle, here's how they, all the different systems inside that vehicle, here's how you manage and maintain that vehicle. All of that's captured in your owner's manual. And so you have that for your business. When you've done that, you know that you've hit that next stage, and now you're an engineer because you've engineered this beautiful machine that drives revenue and reliably, consistently, day after day. Now your focus is to learn how to delegate. That you need to start figuring out, how do I shift more responsibility for the operation of this vehicle, for the maintenance of this vehicle, for the management of this vehicle to other people in a way that I can trust them and that's reliable. So through that delegation stage, what you're trying to build and equip are leaders. That's the focus. How do you know that you've done this well? Where's the proof in the pudding? What's the final test before you graduate? That you become a part-time employee. You're able to actually step back from the business at this stage, move back from the business, still involved in the business, still keeping things ticking along and tweaking and refining and training and things like that, but you're only in there part-time. Maybe you're doing 2-3 hours a day. This is the promised land. When you've achieved that, oh, congratulations, you got your purple key, you got your purple pin, you're now an offsite manager. How good is that? You're offsite, you're managing the business. This gap between full-time in the business and being an offsite manager is one that most small businesses fail to achieve. It's the hardest kind of, because there's a big mindset shift from doing the work to having other people doing the work and giving away responsibility and control and ownership and things. So as an offsite manager, now your role is to start trying to diversify, build other revenue streams, start other businesses, start thinking about, okay, well, now that pretty much I have people over there running that thing, what else can I be doing? Can we start a different service line, different division in the company, or can we start another company? How do I start having my eggs in more than one basket? So not only are we diversifying, like having more of a business, but different revenue streams. So if the economy impacts one, that the other one's there to, can sort of shore you up. When this is down, this is up, so to speak. So your goal is to diversify. What you're trying to build are partners. And the proof of that, when you've achieved that, is that you'll have 2 or more companies or divisions potentially. But let's talk about companies. If you've got 2 or more companies, oh my goodness, congratulations, you've graduated all the way to your black key. Now you are an investor. What are you investing in? You're investing in people, you're investing in assets, businesses which are an asset class. You're investing into growing those assets. As an investor, you're now starting to really reap the rewards of being an entrepreneur, and it's really time to give back. So at this stage, you should be focusing on codifying the lessons that you've learned, codifying what makes you successful in your particular industry and space, and trying to develop students. This is all about passing it on now. So you codify it, which is you're developing systems for how to do what you did, and you're finding students, disciples, people, followers who want what you've got, who want to achieve what you've got. And if you do that well, you'll know you've succeeded if you get duplication. If somebody else is out there running other people through this process, then you've got duplication. And that's a real measure of success, because that's lasting and it's making a contribution into the world. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you're one of my clients, you'll be soon getting one of these keys. If you want to be involved in this program, reach out to me through the channel, through the comment section, through profitsociety.com.au. Get in touch. Let's get this thing rolling. Cheers.